It's reading wrap up time, but a little bit of a twist on this one because I didn't do May, so this is the May and June reading wrap up. I did not have a good reading month in May, so that's why I didn't really do one that time, but there were books that I kind of enjoyed, so I will talk about them. And my June reads. Again, I didn't read loads this month, and nowhere near as much as what I wanted to on my TBR, but here they are. I read Dark Planet Warriors by Anna Carvin. I enjoyed it. It's a fun alien forced proximity romance. He's a, growly, grumpy warrior type. She's all sassy pants. It's a fun, spicy time. I read Wings So Wicked, Emily Blackwood. This is a duet. I really wanted to like this. It is like a post-apocalyptic fae in a military academy, elite military academy, that kind of setup. She is like an assassin vampire hunter, and she is sent there to infiltrate and get selected into the special elite something. It was okay. It just fell a bit flat for me. Everything was very predictable, and none of the characters really grabbed me. I don't think I will be picking up the second book. It just wasn't interesting enough, but it was a fine read if you're just looking for something quick to read and you like that kind of setup. It's fine. I also read Silver Elite, which was, a highly talked about book that month, and I liked it. It's another military kind of post-apocalyptic world, elite academy setting, and I liked it. I liked it for the vibes. There were things wrong with it. It wasn't perfect, but I went into it as a spicy read, and that is what I got out of it. Some people have said it is slow burn. I would say it's more medium, but yeah, it was a good time. I enjoyed reading this book. I would recommend it. Just go in with the right expectations. But yeah, it was a good time. I'm gonna read the next book when it eventually comes out. I don't know if I should be out of myself like this on this app, but I read Tenya. I'll put it up here because I can't remember who it was by. It's not for everyone. Not everyone could read this. I could barely read it. The spice was immaculate, perfect, student teacher, forbiddenness, just all spice. The issue was the age of the characters. I had to mentally age her up to finish it, and we'll leave it at that. I had an arc of Bloody Bargain from Etta Pierce. I will just premise by saying I love Etta Pierce's writing. Alien books are one of my favourites. This one was a little bit harder for me to get stuck into. I will say what I did love, it was very creepy. It had a horror element to it, lots of kind of gore, and it had like this really dark atmosphere around it. It was very interesting. The monster spice of this was quite good. We have all the split tongue action and tail stuffs. There was just something about it that I didn't 100% connect with, and I can't quite put my finger on what it was. I think there was a lot of confusion for me in the POV shifts. It wasn't quite clear who was talking, and she had a lot of mental trauma and she's having flashbacks, so it was hard for me to follow along a little bit, but it was quite addictive, and I'm glad I read it. And that was everything I read in May. See, it was a short month. Now June, I had high hopes for June because it was my birthday month and I wanted the best reads. I got some good reads. I just didn't get the 5-star month that I wanted. So for my first pick for the month, I finally started the Plated Prisoner series with Guild by Raven Kennedy. I have had this sat on my shelf for so long, ridiculously long. I knew I was going to love this series, but I wanted for it to be complete before I started it. And I was right, I did really like this. This first book is much more slow moving. There's a lot to unpack, the world building and setting up the manipulation and the trauma. But I think even in that we get Oren's, she's got quite a dark sense of humour as well. I quite liked her POV and the way she thinks, even if she's a little bit you know, she's a little bit messed up right here. It is a lot darker, this series, than what I was actually expecting it to be. There's a lot of dark themes here and dark things happening. She cannot catch a break, this poor girl. But yeah, this one, I really enjoyed it. It made me want to go straight into the next book, which I did. And moving on to Glint, we obviously have a different sort of scenery now for this story, and there's a lot more being revealed. We get some truths coming out, and she starts to get a bit of a backbone for herself now, and she's starting to stick up for herself. So I'm really enjoying this series so far. I have now this month in July started the third book, so yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It's really good. Now, I read The Poisoner by Ivy Ophelia. I'm so conflicted. I'm so conflicted because when I started reading this book, I had already pre-marked this down on my tracker for a 4.5 star. I was absolutely in love with it. I loved the banter. I loved the cat and mouse fighting between them. I loved that it was quite dark but still quite funny. The way they interact with each other, and neither of them were holding any punches at all. Like nothing. The audio I was listening to was really good as well. I really loved the style of the audio. I loved everything about it. And then we got to the end, maybe even only the last 20% of the book, possibly even the last 10% of the book. The tone shifts completely. We have something happen, and it could have still been fine with that thing happening, but the way the characters then acted just felt really off for everything we'd set up. We've spent the whole book building up how obsessive the main character is over her. Even at the beginning, if he's trying to her, but he develops this attachment to her, and the fact that he won't let anyone touch her. And then, now I did read the adjusted version. I know that there was a version that was even worse, that a lot of people made a fuss about, and then the author changed. I would have thrown the book if I had read what was originally in it. I would have thrown it in the trash. So I'm glad that that was corrected. But even with that correction, it just felt off. The ending was so abrupt. I know there's going to be another book and it's going to come out this year, and I'm going to read it because I really like these characters and I really like the writing style. Just that ending threw me off completely. It just threw me off, and it left a sour taste in my mouth when I finished the story. So for that reason, I knocked it almost down to, I think I put like a 3-star. It's so promising, so good. I really wanted it to carry on the way it did with the first half, but it didn't. So we can't have it all the time. And I'm running out of time. Absolutely adored it, loved it. 4.5 stars, 4.75 stars, 5 stars, all the stars. I loved it. I want to read the next book immediately. This hurts me. This hurts me so much. I loved Rachel's Shepherd King duology. This one didn't hit for me. I was bored. The gargoyle was kind of fun. The last maybe hour of the book, I did really enjoy. I like the twist and the unveiling and the backstory of what happened. That I really enjoyed. I was really absorbed into that. There was a few other little parts, but mostly the questing part. I didn't enjoy the quest. I didn't enjoy the quest. It was not interesting to me. I will probably pick up the next book, but the romance was just wasn't there for me. It didn't feel it. Didn't feel it between the characters. No chemistry. I had an ALC of Twisted Heathens by J. Rose. It's a reverse harem set in a mental institution. It is dark, 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 full of all the trauma and trigger warnings. Do not go into it lightly. It is dark, but it was a good time and I really liked it. And then I read the first book and the prequel book in the Broken Bloodlines trilogy by Sadie Kincaid. It is reverse harem, it is vampires, it is all the spice, all of the spice. Insta love, insta lust, but it's a good time. It's angsty, it's fun, it is right up my street. I have instantly gone into the second book and I'm having a good time with it. So that's everything I've been reading in the last 2 months. I have also been reading some fics, which took up a lot of time. But yeah, that's everything. And I hope this month is a little bit better. Fingers crossed.